Cory must be grieving for us, what we have become. 10 years since she died, democracy icon Corazon Aquino must be grieving for us. This was the message in the homily of Pangasinan Archbishop Soc Villegas in Thursday's Mass, attended by some 100 people, mostly family members, close friends and allies of the late President at Manila Memorial Park in Parañaque City. As in past commemorations of the birth and death of Cory and her husband, former Senator Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr., the country's modern hero too, fought a dictatorship. Their tombs were adorned with yellow flowers, as the color is associated with the victorious struggle against the Marcos dictatorship to win back the Filipinos' freedom. These days, yellow is being disparaged by supporters of the Duterte administration and critics of the Aquino family. We can wipe away the tears of grief, because I think it is the other way round. It is President Cory grieving for us, at where we have gone, what we have become, who we are right now 10 years after she has passed on, Villegas said. It was a poignant reflection led by the Archbishop before a crowd aligned with the democratic and liberal policies and beliefs of the Aquino couple, as well as those of their only son, former President Noynoy Aquino III. President Duterte has adopted more draconian policies, such as the bloody war on illegal drugs. He also has, time and again, threatened to impose martial law throughout the country, supposedly in the name of peace, order and national development. Villegas is one of the Catholic clergy members facing sedition charges, along with Vice President Leni Robredo and other opposition stalwarts, for allegedly plotting the ouster of Mr. Duterte. All of those charged have denied the allegations. Former President Noynoy Aquino remembered his mother as someone who represented not just an ideal but actually somebody who lived the life of being the servant of the people in its totality, whether officially in a public capacity or in a private capacity. Inspiration to all, she provided and continues to provide an inspiration to all that no matter the challenges we face, once upon a time, we overcame what seemingly were impossible odds. And what we were able to do then, tells us that we can do so when we have the same or even worse challenges today. If we were able to overcome then, we will be able to overcome these challenges now, Aquino told reporters after the Mass. Villegas emphasized in his homily how the late President's deep faith and strong relationship with God has guided her leadership. Who am I? I am not Corazon, separated from God, separated from the Philippines. To whom do we belong? This heroic woman teaches us in life and in death, we belong to God because democracy without God is malignant governance. Economics without God is atheistic capitalism. Anything without God is ugly and destructive. Anybody separated from God is lost, he said. Villegas remained hopeful that this episode in our history will come to an end and we will see a new light. We will not be left in darkness because a new dawn, a new day has come upon us. Protecting legacy. Other Cory supporters commemorated her 10th death anniversary and sought to protect her legacy as an icon of democracy. For Senator Francis Pangasinan, honoring the memory of the late president meant fighting efforts to revive the meaning of what she did. Cory was installed as Philippine leader in February 1986 following a bloodless mass uprising on unseated dictator Ferdinand Marcos. She became a central figure of the opposition against Marcos after the assassination of her husband Ninoy in 1983. Pangasinan pointed out inaccurate stories being spread about Cory online. Cory, he said, was the shining icon of democracy. She has inspired not only Filipinos. The Philippines started a trend of peaceful people power for the whole world, he said. The lessons from her struggle must not be forgotten, the senator said. She symbolizes the people's triumph in the hard-fought struggle against the dictatorship. It's a lesson that should never be forgotten, especially now. Senator Leni said Cory's legacy still lives on in the hearts of millions who were touched by her fortitude, humility, dignity and heroism. Leni, a vocal critic of Mr. Duterte and who is detained on what she called fabricated drug charges, said Filipinos should be inspired by Cory's courage in the face of overwhelming odds and injustice, violence and impunity during the Marcos era. She taught people to overcome their fear, to fight tyranny and restore our democracy, Leni said. Despite the threats and harassment from the abusive regime, she accepted the challenge to lead the country so that it could rise from the dictatorship. Like Aquino, Filipinos should do their part to improve the situation of the country so that the lives, the dignity and the rights of people will be respected, she added. With a report from Manila Village. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.